Yo, Sunday evening.
Sunday afternoon.
Bless up.
Sunday afternoon, brother. Evening now, like when it reach 5 o'clock.
Yeah, no, talk to me now. You see, we're in a different culture, you know. People say a lot of things, you know. Some person said to me, say that you can't have breakfast at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. I mean, I tell you, anytime you break the fast, it's breakfast.
Yeah,
but personally, that still said to you, you get me, so our culture, so. Good evening, everyone.
Good afternoon.
All right, then. Yo, not tell lie, this Sunday a little bit better than last week. I don't really feel the heat. I don't know how you stay go for which part of the heat.
Boy, I tell him I give thanks. I have some little cloud about the place and the place. Cool, so I can't argue. When you're near the red hills, you know, it kind of
wow.
You know?
All right, my boy. Willie, how you stay?
It's hot, brother. It's hot. Hot, man.
Well, but who did they see?
Yo, trust me, that see there now work.
See that now work, brother.
Please, sometime, but this Sunday was much better. Flimo, big up yourself, just a check-in earlier running.
Yo,
thank you, Daniel. Evening is 6. Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I squash your top going about evening 6. Where's the balls for general? Up and running. You get me? But guess what? Go for it. Before we get into anything, we have to just acknowledge that basketball is back.
Yes.
NBA directly. WNBA also. So, you know, the females will get a chance to watch some good basketball. Yeah. And I must say, Goofy, and let us have a quick reasoning before. I was in the doubt in regards to whether or not I would enjoy this type of basketball without fans. But I'm saying, I can appreciate it a little bit more now after watching the games.
Listen,
the game them are going like that. I say, yo,
Jamaicans not supposed to have an issue with that. Remember, we play without fans.
Yeah.
You're talking about certain league. Hey, this one always back on business house always back here.
Business house and college. I'm not even sure about school league.
Business house, college,
school league. Will you go watch Camperdown and KC the other day? And I see them come out.
That's certain school. Certain school.
All right. Well, that's true. But when the home and away situation, I mean, you go campion and the campion kids come out. You go. Then them have to form a big line and keep back the fans. I mean, yeah, fans always come out, man, with certain schools.
Facts. And guess what? I will always tell them, so we're about basketball. So Willie, basketball is back. Let us see what took place last night. Quickly.
5 games of hoops on a Saturday night. We got the top 10 right here on NBA.com at number 10. Tony Bradley getting treated badly. Nerlens Noel rings his bell with the southpaw swat, and that gets in at number 10. Moving along to number 9, where CP3 dishes through the D to find the big Kiwi. It's a pocket pass with class. That's in at number 9. At 8, I've wanted to say this for months. Tobias getting Funke on the number 8 play for the Philadelphia 76ers. Watch him rise and shine. Beautifully done. In at 7, TJ Leaf leaves Joel Embiid standing like a tree. Joel tardy to the party, and TJ makes him pay. At 6, a divine dime as TJ McConnell finds a cutting Doug McDermott, who's got hops like Kermit, throwing it in at 6. On to number 5, and once Joel Embiid gets baseline, he can take his time as he starts flying. Going reverse with a burst, that's in at 5. At 4, Mason Plumlee doesn't need to see as he flips it over his shoulder to beat the Heat D. Magic Plumlee with the dish, and Michael Porter Jr. with the finish. That's in at number 4 for the Denver Nuggets, and it's a thing of absolute beauty. On to number 3, and it's the king doing his thing. Kyle Lowry thought he had a bucket, but there's nothing like being chased down by the crowd. LeBron in at 3. On to number 2. Bol is on a roll. The son of Manute shoots this pass to a breaking free Mason Plumlee, and look at that delicious dime from Bol. That's in at number 2. What could beat that? At number 1, Danilo Rolls Royce. Gallinari coming in like a freight train to deliver the pain and land at number 1 on the NBA.com. Got it.
Bo. What you have to say, Goofy?
Yo, like it, yo.
Is he impressive?
Yo. I wish we could have talked to the NBA directly. It's the virtual funds thing.
Yeah,
Like
go on.
Yeah, man.
It up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Up and running. So, quicker, everybody attacks the Lakers season this year. I see some persons even give them the trophy, but for the 2 last games, trust me, it look like I don't know if the LeBron fans them, because they are not Lakers fans, they are LeBron fans.
Yo, first of all, the game, yo, what happened a while ago? The black was LeBron though. Cool? You know what I'm AD go and black. I think I see her come and one of them right after. And
it was 2 blacks on the play.
But they don't highlight it. Them not talk about AD. Them not talk about LeBron James black. Them things that upset me, brother. Like I just keep my alone and play.
Yo. Anyway,
LeBron at the market, brother.
Yeah, Raptors did whip them ass last night.
Because I saw public is still, Lakers win for Kobe.
See them? Yeah, that's the only thing. Because Kobe was general.
Yeah.
Straight. TJ Warren. I said TJ Warren.
Right now.
Fuck. But TJ Warren 53 points last night against a good team, a great team. 76ers try everything. And I'm saying he's knocking big shots in the last minute. Saying say him score this in the first half alone, like them that got to him for bring it to him and him deliver.
I don't know this kid. This kid was a first round pick. I mean, this kid like him, COVID helped him.
As I talk about COVID, our guest backstage. During the COVID, you know, some more time we have to stay inside and sleep. But we realize that this guest that we are going to bring on, well, COVID, it's like the man still in a full workout. We have no video of that, really. At this general, just working out even in COVID. Man, I put in the work.
All right, you call it. That's it. When I'm one professional athlete, I try that, I eat that,
You pull a fat.
Not even the treadmill, not the treadmill part. You say one leg, never try that, man.
Willie, that pull a fat, man. I tell you, pull a fat. Yo, Goofy. Being totally honest, the Rubber Lock family, we are family. I think let the viewers know we are backstage and just invite him.
Viewers, to talk the truth, I've met this person. I'm going to tell you when you talk about humility, willing to help people. This man represents Jamaica right through, and him represents Rubber Lock right through. On the need for know that you. If you never know him, you're not gonna know him now. Welcome, Ricardo Alliman, on the interview.
Yo.
Welcome, boss.
Yo, Jenna.
Blessed. Yeah, we're going Goofy.
Yeah,
see you, trust me. I have a fear when the band them overseas, especially where you were. Glad you're alright.
True.
Okay.
The man ain't afraid of nothing, man. The man they want a blog. The man they get them hour pass and out vlogging. You see me?
So is everything back to normal now, Ricardo? In regards to playing and the gyms are open. Talk to us.
I mean, okay, so right now I'm in LA, you see me? Los Angeles.
Oh, okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, I'm no longer in France, you see me?
Okay.
But in France, everything pretty much back to normal.
Okay.
You know, gyms open, people are play like summer leagues and all of that. So
you still like when you travel, you have to quarantine for 14 days still, like.
I mean, as of right now, because like I'm in the States now, I'm gonna go back to France in about 2 weeks. August 15, I'm supposed to go back. And what I have to do, I'm have to go take a test, take one of the COVID tests then, before we can get on the flight, and it have to be a negative, isn't it? Within 72 hours of the flight. And then I said I'm gonna do it. So if I'm negative, I'm able to just go in and life as normal. But if I'm positive, I'm not even able to get on the plane.
Hold
so
on,
them do it,
Okay.
man.
but we want to check. It's the same test where they put it in your nose and push it all the way back. The test.
You know, me hear about that test say, and John, I'm not lie. Afraid of that test.
It's a
Say,
new
"Is
one.
it?"
Yeah.
Where them take
Coming
your
up.
Oh,
No, that them are do still. No, that's what they're still doing. Me even watch a video over there with like this
whoa.
King Batcha do it. Them have to do it every 3 days.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because man shoot at them.
Me
Man
nah
shoot
lie,
at
me nah
you
look
not get
forward.
tested for COVID.
Me nah look forward to that one day at all. You see me?
Okay, Ricardo. Ricardo, we like as soon as okay, as soon as the guests on stage, we like to quickly ask them, give us 2 words best describe. So what are you 2 words best describe yourself?
Best describe myself. As Goofy say, humble and hardworking.
Humble and hardworking.
2 words right out.
And we'll put it on the poster, but we have to hear it from your voice because you know Jamaicans are big when they come out to high school. We just want to shout out which high school you used to attend when you start playing the game. Just give us a little rundown with your experience in Jamaica.
I mean, you don't know Rabalak all day. Isn't
up.
it? Calabar. That's the alma mater. You know, started started playing football and try a whole heap of different sports. You know, early in my school years, and then when I was in sixth form actually, and I was in lower 6. That was the first year I try out basketball. You see me? And played 2 years, played the next 2 years, and then after that, get the opportunity to go overseas.
Yo, there's a trend here, you know, Gear. Realize like the man them were matriculate to the next level of this thing. Like them gonna play basketball all 1-2 years. I never hear nobody say, yeah man, I grew up, been doing this.
You man.
Well, you know matriculate yet, but cause you and Flimo ever play on the same team cause you're around the same age. Okay.
Oh, yeah, but no, Flimo, not a Calabar still. My Flimo player when we were at Panthers.
Oh, we'll get into that then. We'll go get into our one then. All right,
yeah,
cool.
Play with Panthers 1 year, isn't it?
Okay. All right. So you said that you started playing other sports, and you mentioned that you started playing basketball late in Calabar. So the first question I asked Goofy backstage when Gucci come, I said, Goofy, was Ricardo any good at all in the Calabar jersey? And he said, yeah, man, definitely. How hard was it for you to start dominate the sport? Was it like a first time thing as you know that, yo, this is my sport? Was it a thing like that?
At first, it was a challenge, isn't it? Because like, of course, I used to play football and tennis and all of them things and track and field actually. So I have the coordination, isn't it? And then once I grow, it's like the natural abilities there. But now I have to just like work on the game, in a basketball and translate whatever skills I had in other sports and translate it to basketball. So with that, it definitely was a learning curve. And like the first year I went on the team, definitely there were players better than me for sure. Like Kemar McLeish, Osman Farquharson, Durian Dean, like all of these guys, they were like, at them they bring me in it, isn't it? And then eventually I just, keep working. And then of course, with my, my height, my size, that helped me to like, excel.
Okay. Fact. But one of the things that we normally get Alliman, and that's why we even start this program where we invite guests to come and share the story with younger players. The players in Jamaica sometimes they don't get any, what did I say no, that push to say you can become professional or better in this sport. At Calabar around Ashman and McLeish, did you say during that training session to say, that I can read, it was a way out for you or it was just enjoying the moment?
I mean, definitely a way out, because you don't know. Like, big up, Flimo, big up Flimo. My little sister just joined in. Big up. So it definitely was a way out, you see me? Like, growing up in the communities, ghetto youths, you see me? And as a ghetto youths, you definitely say, oh, Jano, there must be something better than this out there, in a life. So for me, it was definitely a way out. And then once we start playing basketball and see people get opportunities and stuff, that was definitely the biggest motivation to get a way out, for just make a better life for my family, isn't it?
So big up the ghetto where you come from now.
Which ghetto called Cherry Garden?
Cherry Garden. I wish. That Fletcher's land, isn't it?
Fletcher's land.
Yeah, man. Land Raiders.
Yeah,
Isn't
man.
it? I don't know if you remember Penny, Alvin Perkins, who used to play for Tivoli.
Man.
Yeah, man.
So, them man they really bring me up in the isn't it? In the basketball thing. And him introduced me to different people because we come from the same community. Even though him used to play for Tivoli, Fletcher's and him come from isn't it? And him see me as a youth with potential. So him helped me and helped me introduce me to certain people like Michael Minto and the overseas Jamaica basketball development team. And with that, I'm able to get the opportunity.
Big up Minto, big up Steven Johnson.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
They did a lot.
Yeah, man. Big up Fletcher. I'm usually go.
Funny, Gary. So, but me tell you, the first time me meet Alliman, up at early childhood.
Oh.
And Cruiser do tennis. And me and Asman up on the court to shoot some ball. And Cruiser run come with a big yacht. Yo, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see that. I can definitely say Cruiser do that.
Okay. Fast. You have a big up Fletcher's land. Come go a couple dance down there back then when I was younger.
Yeah,
Which one?
Them called like a Friday night thing with them normally keep. But I don't even remember the name. It was so far back.
Yeah, no go say man. No go say.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't even know, but we have a big top straight. But however, Alliman, you mentioned that you saw a way up, but how was your approach to coaching even on the local level? Was you one of those players who drag yourself and say, yo, I realize I'm good at it, or you were willing to work hard right through?
Yeah, definitely. I was a player who was well self-motivated, and I used to watch, like, as soon as I get into basketball, like this is my personality still. Like, as soon as I get into one thing, I'm going at 100%. I'm not go half-assed it. I'm not go, do it anything halfway. I'm gonna go 100%. So once I got into it, I start watch the best players, like the NBA players, and see what them do. And definitely that was my motivation for just work hard and do exactly like they do. Because I know that them already make it on for them level. So I try make my way to use them.
Cool. So McLeish said, "I'm son."
I know McLeish that man. What you talking?
Sorry, Kelly. Oh, I say I'm son.
Kelly.
You don't know why my son you son. Yeah, we don't know how him do that. Yeah, you get me.
Big up, JK.
Blessings.
Yeah, man.
You talk me.
So Alliman, we just really want to walk through this journey, as I said before you even reach overseas where you're playing now. You had the opportunity to play in our national league. You play for Panthers, right? And you play for our national team. Can you walk us through your experience putting on the national colors and representing, and who are some of those players on the team with you at that time?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm playing for Fletcher's and in a D1 for starter.
Yeah.
So that was like a half a year. And then after that, get the opportunity to play for the Blazing Panthers. Play 1 full year with that, rookie of the year. And I think I was about 16 at that time. So that was a big deal for me. Come here, play school league and NBA at the same time. You see me? And I was probably one of the only school boys in the league at the time. So that was a big opportunity for me. Then, once we get the opportunity, I went to prep school in Florida and did 1 year, then get recruited to play at Cedarville University for 4 years. But while I was at Cedarville, I get the national team. I get in that 2009. That was the first time I get the opportunity to play for the men's senior national team, and that was for getting ready for the CBC, which is the Caribbean Basketball Championship in Trinidad. And on that team, we had we can go down and list the whole roster, but
whoa,
like Samada, Jerome, Wayme, Efijuku,
Killer.
Yeah. Who else? Kimani friend. Shit.
Yo,
Me,
big side.
Chris Walker, they play on a team there.
Staple.
Adrian Forbes, Damian Staple, Ricky Johns. I think, yeah. We might have missed one or two players, but that was the core.
Bashil.
No.
So So what we got that year?
What's that?
Accomplishment that year.
We won the gold medal. We were
Okay.
Caribbean champions at that time. 2009 Caribbean champions.
Oh, most definitely. That's all like a strong team. Goofy. We seem like a team.
We have a quick question from one of the viewers.
From Jamaica.
Yeah, and Gary or McLeish never did that, so you see me. Did playing in the league improve your game in the school league? As in, you were playing Division 1 and NBL, so your game did improve while.
Yeah, it definitely helped me because my game was certain that. So with all of that, it was like a compressed 2 years. You see me? I mean, I play basketball. I tell you, say the week, I play on 3 different teams. Or no, 3 different teams because I was playing for Calabar team. I played for Panthers, and then we had the national team, the youth, the under 18. So it's like 3 different trainings. So every day, it's like every single day I play basketball. You see me? So with that helped me develop a certain confidence, and it just helped me become an overall better player in a school league, in an NBL, everything, even the national team, the youth, under 18.
We don't want to give the wrong my first video was all about just ball game with Ricardo because I saw where the list that you were still academically you're achieving in class also because you finished with about 11 subjects or so, 6 and 5 A levels. Yeah.
True.
So how you balance that with so much ball game and still have time to take up your book? Walk us through that.
Yeah. So yeah, I got 8 CXC subjects. I passed all of my CXC subjects, and then did at the time I moved from A levels to Cape. So I definitely so it was definitely a big challenge. You see me, to manage all of that plus school, and you don't know like when you're in a 6th form or Calabar, the curriculum kind of intense at the same time. So it was definitely a challenge. Only about sleepless nights. But
you want.
I achieve it, you see me.
You saw the man humble Gary.
Yeah, that man said the man just to say, this, that. Yo, tell you, Willie just run some ball game this morning, 5 a.m. and the man could hardly wake up for this. Man, all time. All right. So we like to talk about the transition now, Ricardo. You said that you got it was a basketball scholarship you obtained to go to Florida.
Yes. So it was a prep school. You know, like the thing is, I was already qualified for university in academically because I already have like my subjects, A levels or Cape, and then and my SATs also. But basketball wise, I just wasn't ready for college in the States. So with that said, I went to a prep school, which is like a prep school. I know you probably hear the term already, but prep school really mean a college preparatory school. You see me? And most of the time, the players who go there are like schools in the States. No, players in the States who don't qualify academically for going for being in a university right away. So they come back to prep school and play post grad, and that way they're able to play on a team and at the same time be able to try qualify academically in order to get into the big school. So from my experience, when I went to through the help of Minto, Stephen Johnson, and all of the Jamaica basketball development team, I mean, it was a struggle at first because, like finding a spot to go to, finding a spot to help young Jamaicans for go in the States is not easy. You see me? So we had, I actually had like about 2 or 3 schools that didn't work out. And then finally, in October, so I left October 2005. And that's when I was able to just like join in at the school in Florida. So I had to hit the ground running because once we come, like training the same day, and the rest is history from then. You see me? So and the school there, it was like all Division 1 prospects who were coming back because they didn't qualify academically for to get into the school, so then come back to the prep school. So I was playing with guys who went to like Florida State and Florida and Memphis, all of them big school, yeah, definitely
Division 1 school.
And then and that was tough. That was a big transition for me, because coming from Calabar, coming from Jamaica, and then go play with players like that of that caliber, it was a big jump. We always talk about that jump when you leave Jamaica and go to America, and see the level, the difference in the level of competition. It was really tough, isn't it? But like I said earlier, if you persevere and you work hard, yeah, you can achieve anything.
So it never crossed your mind, say, yo, this is too hard, I better go back a yard,
That was never an option. That was never an option for me.
Never option.
As me and when we were at university, we used to have me and Kai, I go to university with Walipa Jamaican. So it was like when me just reach a Cedarville, Mugabe there leave. So in the anime out, I graduate, and then we play with Chris Walker and Point 5, Daniel Rose.
Yeah.
And what we used to have a running joke. We say, yo, yard hard. So we go back. Isn't it? That was the motivation. Anything, no matter what we got to, academics, basketball, the coaches, having not seen eye to eye with coaches, all of them things there, we never say, yo, well, go back here. No, because we know
never option.
Family. Isn't it?
You feel said that it's something helping to get through the fact that you'd have other Jamaicans there with you, and you could relate and keep each other focused and motivated?
Yeah, man, definitely. That actually was the reason why I ended up go Cedarville.
Okay.
I had different schools, like Division 1 schools looking at me or whatever. Even though them come late, because as I said, I never even get to play like AAU. You guys probably know AAU.
Yeah.
So because I reached in October, it was late in the recruiting process. So I didn't really get a lot of schools coming until like after my season done, and in about April, that's when I went on a visit to Cedarville in April, and I saw Mugabe, I saw Chris, I saw Pine 5, and we just vibe, isn't it? We vibe on the college campus visit.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, yo. Because when we reach Florida, it was really tough too, because nobody never really understand my accent. But they just did it by myself. That's another thing. That is another challenge for Jamaican athletes, because it's like we're up on an island,
Yeah.
I remember Alliman and Mugabe coming to a Star Search. That was funny.
Yeah, man. I think we know which one you're talking.
Twang. Alliman I can say. All right, two me come from Jamaica. I got to talk the patois.
I eat that.
Yeah, man.
But me not like, we want to go all I want to go over a little credit. When we go through some fight, some toughness, and then persevere. And when we glad with that set there, I think I know Owen them to do it and Dwayne Brown, but it's like from them ears side, a Jamaican come up, yo, link him on the phone. You all right, or you stay. I mean, they really appreciate the man. Kimani did that. Marlon Duman did that. That's why I'm kind of sad with Ladana's story. Like, the man them need to reach out, as a man reach up and just know, say, hey, no way I got you,
Yeah,
we
man. We have to keep the connection strong, isn't it? Because when we come from Jamaica and come into the States, and tell us, it's really hard, isn't it? Because one thing we realize, foreign not easy, is it? Every man for themselves thing, is it? And just the lifestyle, when we come from Jamaica, we don't have the money, we're not even more time. I mean, I tell us, when we're there at prep school, more time it's rough, is it? So, I mean, it definitely good for have a connection, over there with certain people you can just lean on for support. Not even necessarily for gear things, but like more
just to have that person to talk to.
Yeah.
True.
Boy, Ricky, I understand 100%. The hungriest I've ever been when they are fired.
You don't have nobody for beg a pound of sugar.
People
you can't find a mackerel.
A real talk, though.
A real talk, but know what I mean. But Mr. Chris, I say you speak like four different languages. I talk, I'm not say exaggerate.
Boy, if they count Jamaican patois night, you can't say 4 years.
Okay.
But no, man, I speak French fluently because you know I'm in France
Figure.
for a while.
Yeah, me figure you would have
Spanish,
that.
Spanish on top of that, English, and then Jamaican part. So I guess you can say.
Oh,
But
yeah.
man, big up Chris, isn't it? Me and them
Yeah,
man.
man.
I don't think that the cross my mind.
The same class, class of 2010. And
So
so
Jerome
we come up 4 years
Jordan.
in school together.
Okay, cool. All right, we hear mention the struggles overseas, and as I said before, we have this platform for young players, even coaches, or they can advise our players what to expect. If you have a younger brother coming up tomorrow, and you're supposed to just give him an advice to say what you need to expect, and don't be alarmed about it, but just work through it, what would that be?
I mean, that would be the journey not go easy. It go rough. More time you got up doubts. Once you come overseas, you kind of depend on your own, and you have to figure out a way of navigate the whole system. So definitely stay strong mentally, no matter what. Work hard, listen to your coaches. And one thing with coaches over in the States, them love all things over your head more time. Because them know say you come from Jamaica, you don't want to go back. So them all things over your head. So that's why I feel like a lot of players will come over and then butt heads with the coaches sometime and then end up come back because I don't think they some more time I just have to stay strong, and no matter where I got you, just don't give up, isn't it? And just stick with the process and get where you have to get, which is the education, the most important, and then basketball after that.
Sure.
Student
before the athlete.
True.
I'll get a chance to sit and watch your interview with Jamaica Basketball Project, and you constantly mention that you're self-motivated overall. But my question to you now, Alliman, is there somebody in your corner from the day you start bounce the ball that you would have considered to be one of your biggest supporter, and no matter what, you can always call on that person for any assistance overall? Who would that person be?
That would be Michael Minto. Minto, the
Godfather. The Godfather.
Big up yourself, Minto. Big up yourself.
Like from a job in the States, them man there, I'm a contact, isn't it? And I mean, him just help me with everything. Like any advice me need, anything with the life in the States, anything, them man there. See there, big up. He might watch the interview right now.
He might watch the interview. Always there, man. The Godfather, man.
Anything we need, just link up Minto and him just anything, isn't it?
Okay.
So definitely appreciate that over the years. And the whole Jamaica basketball development. I'm in contact with a lot of them, and we can contact any one of them about anything, and they will definitely help me out.
Okay, and Willie and Goofy, we had an interview with. We don't want to get too much into that, where persons mentioned about Jamaica basketball development stepping away from our star search, and it's evident now to say that what JBD was doing with Jamaica basketball is something to applaud, or to say, because we have evidence right here to say that brought him up and they were right there throughout as a father. And we have to say big up Minto again, big up the whole JBD, because these are associations we need to be partnering with and help other younger youths who want to make it over there. But then, Alliman, any major accomplishment while at Cedarville?
Well, first of all, the biggest accomplishment may have the degree. Up. That's the biggest.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. True.
Basketball-wise, definitely. I had some accomplishments in basketball. Like I was my first season, I was a rookie, a first team rookie player. So what them do is like them look out at the whole of the conference, the conference you're playing, and then pick out the 5 best freshmen. Or the rookies. Yeah. So I was definitely one of those. And then every year is like a gradual improvement. And eventually, when I was a senior, which is before my last year, I was considered an All-American. I was second team All-American. So I was one of the best players in the whole whole league in the country.
Congrats,
Cool. Congrats.
Before we move on, what did you get your degree in?
Management Information Systems. So
MIS.
MIS, exactly.
Computer brains. All right, yes. Yes.
Yeah, we need to talk a different language then.
Did that mean him have more than because he must programming in a couple language, Python, Java,
yeah, C++, C Sharp, Java.
Yes, yo, them put you to the conversation now, go for. We don't know what the matter. All right. Leading Cedarville, you went on to play overseas, France.
I think you went to Mexico first, or there's a journey here. So let we hear the journey.
It was actually France. The first.
That's where
Yeah. So like after I graduated, in 2010, I actually had to stay back in the States for 1 year. So I had to get a regular job, and work on my papers and all of them things there. You don't know that state. So I had to stay back and deal with that. But then as soon as that was done, I had the opportunity to go to France and experience professional basketball on that level. And it seemed like that was my country, because it's been nine years later, I'm still there. But so I played in France 1 year and then came back to the States, and then I actually tried. I went to Venezuela. Played there, and then Mexico, and played there in the same season. Like I split one season between Venezuela and Mexico, and then Maria like, them country there, it's like coming like in terms. I mean, not saying anything against Yard, but the organization wasn't great. Even though the basketball was good, the level was good and everything, but the communication between the owners and the players wasn't great. The organization within the league wasn't great. And actually, like, I left that year, I'm still owed about a good amount of money, and I wasn't paid. So after that, I was like, man, go back to France, because it's a stable market, and even though them not go like, wow, and tell us, we're gonna give you this and this amount of money, them actually stable. So you have to get paid on time every month, isn't it? So I went back to France, and then the rest is history. I stayed in France since. So that was in 2013. I went back to France, and to this day, that's the country that I played in since then.
Okay. How is the competition over there? Talk to us. Is it rough? You talk about Mexico and Venezuela. Was the competition in France even up to those countries, or let us know?
I mean, okay, so Mula said it depends, because in overseas basketball you have different levels to everything. So when I'm in France, I play in the 3rd division in the country, which is still a good level of competition. But when I was in Venezuela and Mexico, I was playing in the 2nd division and the 1st division, and the level of competition was actually tougher in the South American countries. You see me? But then when I went to France, I've been trying to work my way up, but 3rd division I will play when I'm in France. I mean, the competition is good still, but if I go compare between France and Mexico and Venezuela, definitely the level of competition in the damn country was higher than France, based on my experience.
Because France normally talk about a lot of soccer, right?
Yeah, true. That's the number one sport. That's the number one sport. Basketball, I try. Like they play them. Lodz. All right. Yeah, man, I have to big up Lodz. Yeah.
All right, no problem, man. Up already.
True. But in France, basketball is still up and coming. Is it? Because football are the number one sport. That's where all of the money there. It's like when I there with them more time, I say, John, choose the wrong sport. Is it?
I think you chose the right sport, brother. Because not a lot of people make it from Fletcher's Land to France.
True that.
Yeah, man. Your story. If you look into even writing a book, like I love if all of the man them write even a book, because it's supposed to know it's easy to do that and publish it online and them things like that. It'll be inspiring for a lot of people in Jamaica, a lot of young kids. I have a question here from Colleen Natty. Did your workout routine change significantly when you transitioned from college to professional?
I would say yes, because in America, it's all about like work. You see me? So definitely, when I went from I made a transition from college basketball to the pros, there was a big difference in terms of like the type of work we do. So like when I was in college, I was bench pressing and doing all of this, and just to get your body to a certain level, working on your overall strength. But when you get to like professional, it's actually they work more on your functional strength, and you do what it more like core work and all of them things. See, and then they're not like in a professional basketball, then they're in the gym that much and I work on bench press and all of them things. We start the more plyometrics, we start the more just like planks and all of them things that for work on your body weight as opposed to lifting heavy weights. You see? So in terms of that, and the frequency of the workout too definitely was reduced actually. Like you wouldn't think that, you think that you go to professional and now you start work more, but it's actually not the case. You start work more it's definitely more strategic at the professional level.
Okay. Good question, Colin.
So Goofy, as someone always in the training camp, what Ricardo said to you, is that alarming, our approach also. We don't play professional at all. Yes, we don't play professional.
Yes.
Yeah.
In our approach, yes, but knowing him, I followed him on Facebook and all of these things. Him always post a workout video. He's always ready. This man don't wait for somebody call him and say, I have a job for you, and I'm gonna say, all right, me I go work out. No, this man from you call him, you probably call him and him in the gym. He's that. So what's up to Alliman? Alliman, I have a question. Do I go back to school days? Because you quiet and humble, right? But you play with Osman and you play for Lodz on the same team. How was that?
I mean, that was a great experience, really and truly. Like playing with Ozzy them and playing with Ozzy and McLeish and all of those players. It was actually a great experience, and that was a good representative. Like for me, when I start basketball, it was such a good experience that it helped me like develop a more love for the game. You see me?
You get a vibe from Ozzy, man. Ozzy's another vibe, man.
You don't know Ozzy there. Like them and their vibe.
Ozzy, I wanted to get big up Osman anyway. I'm there.
True.
And Goofy, you're bringing back to high school, so we know so if you stay at high school for a while now, So looking back now, Alliman, back in high school, was there anybody who you kind of like say play similar to your position that you fear and you say, this player is really good, and you that give your hats off to even looking back now?
Like as a high school player, another high school player?
Yes.
Yeah, when he was at Calabar,
When he was at Calabar. Who was the rival that year? JC, KC, who?
Yeah, JC was definitely a rival. I mean, we beat them up still most of the time. But them beat them one time and I so cruise at them and them get a one win, isn't it? So they're not going to leave them down there. But I say win some lose. So JC was a rival all about St. Catherine.
All about St. Catherine.
With Adrian Farr.
Big Jason.
Adrian Farr.
Sorry, Gary, I think Alliman's back-to-back, I think they were the first team to actually go back into the arena after a long hiatus.
Oh, probably. Definitely played
all the finals were playing outdoor for a long while. For like good I remember from Arden KC, they come right down. Then Alliman them went back into the arena.
Yeah, because I remember
huge finals. Them and Olaba. And then them and Woolman's
championship against Olaba.
Yeah.
They played in the arena.
So you know Woolman's when Woolman's got to the 7-year finals run.
Way back.
That was probably before. You know what? That was probably before my time, or was it after? I remember after 2 years of playing, so I'm gonna really get a good representation.
Well, yeah, you played for about Woolman's went on a 7-year stretch.
And that was after me left, like after 2005.
You were during that stretch, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, you mentioned the prep thing and what it's for. I did not know that. Just as say it out loud. Me thinks a prep just mean like a rich school for American. So when you explain it, man, so okay, yeah, it makes sense now.
It's like out here locally, you can go school up to 19.
Yeah.
Schools up there go to 18, but the prep schools go up to 19, 20.
Yes.
Okay. See, we never know that.
A lot of viewers glad for that explanation.
A chance to qualify for college, pretty much. That's what.
Okay.
They get another chance.
Yeah. What it is, most overseas players, they actually, because they can't, with the high school system in America, it's kind of different. So prep schools are usually private. So that school with like players like me and players from all different countries able to come. So like all of the African players in where you see, most of the Latin American players from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, all of them country there. They actually come to prep schools most of the time and play because we can't really play in our regular high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's that story?
And asking the most important question of the day, Willie. All right, let me ask you. All right, Ricardo. You have to make sure you think long and hard. All right. Jerk chicken or ackee and saltfish?
Boy.
What's a boat the man not choose, brother? I want to tell you.
When Alliman visit, what the first thing you want to get as soon as you come to Jamaica?
I mean, I guess you'd have to say some jerk chicken. Like usually more time I come off of the plane and just walk over the island grill, isn't it? They get some,
right away.
Jordan said jerk chicken.
Yeah, jerk chicken. I was thinking, man. Happy.
So Maria big you up the Alliman. I don't know if you know about all of them.
But no more.
I don't know if you know about all of them.
Oh, yeah, man.
Under 19
we
together.
play against each other in high school.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Big up, Murray.
Yeah,
all right. I realize that majority of the persons who even is commenting now, even on the live. It seems like you still have a good rapport with them and you still keep that connection going. My question to you, how important is mentorship when you come on to player to reach to a level that they need to be? Would you encourage it? Are you looking at, I don't know when last you've been to Jamaica, but our younger players, do you think this is something we need to instill or ensure that they learn or get a lot of mentorship when they come on to growing as a student athlete?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, mentorship is always a good idea, because like, as players coming up, we face different challenges and sometimes we really don't know how to navigate it. So definitely having someone in their corner for just give you advice or whatever help you may need is definitely a good idea in order to help you to keep developing to get to a certain level.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So after college, continue, my boy.
Oh, no. I was going to say, and this is one thing I feel like in Jamaica, we really, I'm not sure it's there right now, but I feel like definitely we would definitely have to try it out, develop a love for the game from a younger age. You see me? Because every country, like the countries that I've been in, like the USA, of course, for sure, them start from them yard and them knee. And I mean, even in France, the way I see them do it is like they have like in a club, like for example, any club I'm playing on, any basketball club I'm playing on, they have like the top team, which is the professional team, but them have teams go right down the line. So you have under 18, under 16, 12, and even younger than that, even 5 to 8 year old play basketball in a team setting against other teams. You see what I say? And it's like so that the way them have it is like a farm program. They come up in our club, and with that you have mentorship, from different people in the club from your youth, and I feel like that really helped, them develop their players over there in France.
Well,
yeah, that definitely would would be great if we could do that in Jamaica. And
Good idea.
Java.
No, man. No, it doesn't have to go to job and it have to go with all of the coaches and all the stakeholders when they come out to basketball. We talk about mentorship because I use this even in life skill, Goofy. I normally say, if they want a better Jamaica, if the parents themselves practice to tell them kids something good every single day, it'll be a major difference. We don't know important those words are to say you can.
Affirmation, yes.
Yeah. In Jamaica, you find out, you hear them month and say, you're not going nowhere, you're working like your father, you're done. And sometimes when I hear me just get so upset to say, just speak word, give them life through words, you know?
Yes.
Dark and full. Can't remember that.
It's needed.
So what Alliman said, I totally agree. So even from they are playing the game from 5, 8 and all this, but them still being led the right way to say yes, this is it. So we need to look into that totally.
So Alliman, the business of basketball, as they say you leave I'm hearing a feedback. I don't know where that's coming from, like a typing feedback. You hearing that, Gary?
Somebody like them text.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm gonna up out and see if it's me. Alright?
Alright, no problem.
Okay, the same thing. So
would you be willing to send like programs for younger kids, like workout programs, say, hey, follow this program for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, get back to me?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
All
definitely, you know, because I've been, you know, we have, you know, coming up, we definitely have certain experience and know what work and what don't work. So that's definitely a possibility. And for sure, like, you know, like eventually, I'll be, you know, I definitely want to give back to the youths then coming up, you know, so I'll definitely be doing like stuff like that. But it's just that it's really tough right now just because, you know, playing overseas, you have to worry about so much different factors, and you have to worry about staying at a certain level and compete at a certain level, you know, because it's rough.
Now. That's why I'm asking people that send like some workout programs. I'm going to send it around to some people and say, hey, a professional send this, because we know you have to focus on you right now.
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's definitely, you know, the pipeline, isn't it?
All right.
Any succession plan in the next 5 years from now, what to expect from Alliman?
Well, yeah, from 5 years from now, because, you know, like, we're not getting younger, isn't it? So
yeah.
Right now I'm 33, so definitely looking, you know, if I can play like 2 or 3 more years, I'll be happy with that. But we'll see how that goes. But I'm definitely looking forward to moving on to a different phase in my life and go pro in something other than basketball. You see what I'm saying?
We shall all the best with that.
Yeah, true. So I'm definitely looking forward to that and being able to use what I've, you know, achieved in school or whatever, and, you know, pursue a different career. So we'll see. I'm not sure exactly where that will be yet, but I'm definitely have a few ideas right now that I'm working on, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you probably have to be a boss, brother. You understand? Like,
Man, never probably become a worker. The man wants to become a boss.
Yeah.
That's the mentality.
I mean, that's for sure. Yeah.
But you speak about like the business of basketball. Like, when did you get your agent and stuff like that? How you go about getting your agent? Because Agent Forbes, so you were the one who recommended an agency to him and all of that. So, what advice you have to like a Joe Mamba, a Jordan Kelly here, who, you know, young star are going and all of them things? What you that tell him?
Bingo.
I mean, okay, so the business side of basketball, which is a rough business, I'll tell you from now. But, you know, when you're playing at college, like, you never know who's watching. You just never know. So pretty much you have to just work, keep your grades up for sure, and make sure you graduate so you can have that on the back burner if anything. But, you know, coming up in college, like, you know, freshman year to sophomore to junior to senior, if you have a good progression, and then your senior year, you have a good season, I mean, people will start contacting you. Like, agents will start contacting you, saying they're interested to work with you and stuff like that. And in my situation, I mean, I had no idea at the time, but because I had such a good senior year, like, that really helped me in pushing me towards the professional basketball. So it was actually a contact. I had different contacts with different agents and whatever, and eventually I had to like choose one. And the one that I actually ended up choosing was a contact that Andrew Kennedy. He's a part of the Jamaica basketball development, and so you see them still at help even then. Even when I leave school, still I get help from the JBB. So it was a contact from Andrew Kennedy. He had a contact in Europe, and they're the ones who actually brought me over for my first opportunity to play professional basketball in France.
Okay, good.
Yo, Willie. As I tell you, so the man have a story as you see. Straight from out of Fletcher's land. Because you think of Sherry Garden, the man come from, and the man correct me. Fletcher's the thing go.
Yeah.
Play different sports and fall in love with basketball, and the rest is history, as you can say. So Goofy, Rabalak production.
Yeah.
You have to shout out some questions too, because now Rabalak family want to hear what Rabalak mind think about it.
Boy, tell you the truth, Alliman is just an inspiration. I'm older than him, but he's an inspiration to me, And ask him some questions, boy, I don't even know. When you come back a yard?
That's the number one question.
I would love to come back right now. I don't know, with this whole pandemic situation in Canada.
Hey. As I said, 2 more years, and you evaluate again, go and go through that grind there. But have your back from yard, I tell you, have your back.
Bless up.
As I said, I'm going to this person and try to get Alliman in contact with some younger kids. Where I try get some scholarship or just need somebody to talk to. I mean, Mamba speaks about you with high regards.
Man, we'll definitely keep a good contact, First of all, true. The Rabalak connection there, so you don't know. And I mean, we talk quite a bit. You see me? Any advice you need, but anything, you can always link me, because I've been through the system. Even though I'm gonna lead now, because I'm play B1 basketball. You see me? So, but anything outside of basketball, definitely you can always link me. And
wait a tell you. All right, go back to your school days now. We're not talking basketball. That's regular school days. What you remember?
What remember? I mean. You mean like in a university, right? College?
No, man. Calabar High School, man. High school.
Man, I bring you home, Jamaica.
Oh, Zin.
With their yard.
Cocoa bread and corn beef.
Yeah, man. Patty and cheese bread.
Yeah,
man. I mean, yeah, man. Good days, you see me? Would I never change it for anything? You see me? Like Calabar days definitely shaped me to be the man or what I am today. You see me?
Looking back as a professional now, where did I tell your high school self?
What would I tell my high school self?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be what we actually do, just stay focused, tunnel vision, work towards your goal every day, and the sky's the limit.
And it was, true. And still is.
Yeah.
Well, Lord, all the chat rooms there, because as I said before,
them just a big him up, man. You see me? Stay ready, fitness is the key and all of them stuff there. That's that you have a YouTube channel. Yeah. And you've had that YouTube channel for about 8 years.
Oh yes, probably 10. And the only reason why I used YouTube before was like because like sending game tapes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was tough, and you want to send game tapes to as many people as you can, because it's like send out your resume pretty much. So I had that YouTube channel just so I could like put the games there, and then anybody who asks me game film, but just send them to the YouTube channel. So that was my main thing for having a YouTube channel. But during the pandemic now, I kind of started exploring different avenues with it. So because you don't know once the pandemic hits. And we're there home every day, it'd be rough.
Yeah.
Where I look for things for and actually it was really good because it actually helped me put things in a perspective. It helped me slow down a little bit, put things into perspective, figure out what is important in a life, and start working on other things besides basketball. Because when we're there in a basketball, we're there at it 100%, isn't it? And we're not really look at nothing else So during that time, definitely they have an opportunity to slow down and start other things.
Yo, I swear to God, Chronic said the same thing in our interview last week. Yeah, with that 97 said COVID make him slow down a little bit and put things into perspective, do a lot of reading, you know. Because the way things are moving so fast, if you slow down, you might crash. Someone could be in there and all of them stuff there. But there's a gem that was just dropped. You understand, for younger players watching and them things, if you have a YouTube channel with your games and all of them stuff there. You know, so that's a gem right there.
Yeah, I was just about to ask Alliman if he have any secret that he can tell the players out here who want to market themselves, because it seems like you study the business because you said you realize our YouTube channel will be best when you come on to storing those game tips to show. So you have anything else you could give to a young Jerome Thomas who look at some other players want to market themselves?
Yeah, I mean, so you have the YouTube, so you know, game tip, and you just market yourself. Try to network with as many people as possible. And just like in a professional setting, in terms of like getting a job or whatever, same idea, isn't it? In a basketball, so network as much as you can, talk to as many people, but you have to put in the work at the same time on the other side, and the results will speak for themselves, isn't it?
Okay. Are you enjoying the bubble?
The bubble?
Yeah, I mean, they're enjoying the basketball games.
The NBA bubble.
Yes, definitely. You know, I was happy when it started back, you know, because you don't know the whole I will miss basketball. You see? So definitely when, you know, even during the practice, I found myself watching even the practice game then. You know, getting ready for the scrimmage games, getting ready for the July 30 start. So definitely is a good look, and and overseas too. They actually started, you know, this back up even before that.
Okay, you are putting in the hot seat right away, Alliman. Who will get the championship? Who will win it all? Talk to us.
We were not talking about it earlier, but yo, man, I like to be a LeBron fan in myself.
Jano. Lakers. You pray, Lakers.
Brother. Me, man, nah lie.
First person to come on the show and say he's a LeBron fan?
No, we want him on the show.
Diane LeBron fan.
Yeah, but do you believe this?
Big up Mugabe, bless you up, so you don't know.
Yeah, man, bless up.
What's your view? You think this will be our new norm, or you think we'll go back to fans? What do you think? We're looking at what they are doing. I see they start selling courtside virtual seats and all these things. So
it's all about I mean, it's kind of weird, to be honest. This new now, but we have to go deal with for the meantime until things can go back to normal. But based on the way things are going right now, boy, it looks like we're gonna be a while, you know. But hopefully we get a chance to like get over this COVID thing, because it really, I mean, even though it's a good time for us, you know, settle down and slow down and, you know, put things into perspective. At the same time, we kind of want to go back to the things that we used to, you know, so like fans and everything. Cause even in France, like we not even know how them are gonna do it. I think we're gonna start off the season playing with an empty arena, you know. It's just not the same without the fans.
That's gonna be the new now.
I think our National Basketball League out here is proposing the same thing to the coaches. I think Wednesday in a meeting to approach it that same way, no fans. So, but Jamaica used to not play without fans still, but
exactly. We used to. We have a question here from Mike and Min. So Ricky, Cedarville recruited a lot of Jamaican kids. Name your top 5 players from who you attended the school with.
Who I attended the school with?
I attended the Ville. The Ville, not with, but attended.
5 Jamaican Ville players.
Okay, yeah. You don't know. What we used to say is Cedarville have the Jamaican pipeline. So, what if a Jamaican players pass through? But, well, I have to big up Minto. So you have to put him on the list because he was one of the original pioneers. You know, he was one of the pioneers. So Minto, Mugabe, I mean, so that are 2. 0.5, you know, like, I mean, you guys know 0.5, right?
Yeah, man, Daniel Rose.
Yeah, Daniel Rose. Like, them man there. I mean,
one of the
even
best
though...
shot backer them ever see.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I won't cover Moby or Ochi.
No, Ochi.
Well, Sentan.
Sentan, yeah, man. Play for Buckfield, yeah.
Yep. So definitely the man long, you see me? So the potential where the man that they have was very high. So 0.5, Chris Walker and me.
Okay.
And funny enough,
On to Brian.
the whole of them are LeBron fan. I can't believe this.
I see that Bill telling us about be LeBron fan.
It looks like, yo.
Like when they go see that Bill, them to be LeBron fan. All of them to see that Bill, man, I'm a LeBron fan.
That man realize, man. I understand what I'm going in this.
So you're not sure Brian Grant out there?
Yeah, put the one under pressure now.
Brian Grant said Kobe in a call for him name.
Oh. No, man, Brian Grant cool, man. Brian Grant a cool youth, you know? I mean, he was a close 6.
Yo, Alliman could have gone to politics, you know. The man no open terms. All right, so Willie, Sunday evening, I know say you're gonna chef up some tin mackerel and white rice and now, so. Okay, but again, as I said, Goofy, this journey, we heard from Ricardo Alliman, Fletcher's Land, playing basketball and also playing for a Division 1 team, Fletcher's Land Division 1 team, and I think they know say Fletcher's Land had a Division 1 team, to be honest. Blazing Panthers, 3-4 games a week, but still find time to accomplish academically in classes, into got his subject, went overseas to a prep school, then spent 1 year, leave, went to Cedarville, play overseas basketball, and we are talking about this young man from Fletcher's Land. I know when him come out time house back then, I don't even think him dream seeing himself in France. And so we definitely have to say, yo, as I will say, you need to write a book. You need to get a book out there. These are the stories we need to get our young Jamaican. Last week I had some development session with some kids from Greenwich Town Primary, and like after the primary school, we were talking. I was saying to them, telling them about basketball players, and said that I conduct the interview, man. I have some players from overseas, and they were like in awe, like to say, coach, you say persons play basketball, fly out, and then them can travel and all these things. They were so it's like something totally new to them. And I'm saying we need the younger players them to know about persons who walk the walk and can say, this is where I'm coming from and this is where it can happen.
Push them out more, man. We need to make the younger one them know them.
Yeah, I think
also say now, when they go through the prep school part, you know, that's the most difficult part, you know.
Yeah.
There's enough people know that said, John, go on back. Life easier hard and the man tough it out and God reward him. So we can't afford them little simple detail that you know.
Which is
but not even that enough. To take up yourself, you alone, and leave your country for it. You know, go in another country for academic and sports, and even when you're done this, so now you're alone, pack up again for going all the way to Europe. You take a different mindset. You get what I'm saying? Because me, for one, not even like travel that much. So, if you know, say I go take up and just go in a different country where speak a different language, different culture, and all of them things. What kind of mindset that take? You get what I'm trying to say?
What is that?
Yeah, you have to be mentally tough. You know, have no support system over there. Your family, all you know, their yard and all of that.
Come, we are get Alliman a clap. We are get Alliman a clap.
All right, ready, we
laugh. You know this, Gary? You didn't know that?
Wait. Michael Minto, pick up yourself. I didn't know that as well as I said before. So we have to definitely go talk to them. I bet Michael Minto.
Yeah. Friday was the last day, right? No?
Yes, yeah.
Friday was the last day, Minto. The
Friday was the
video,
last
you know.
day.
I forgot to send
Minto mentioned
Yeah.
Bobby Pollack earlier, you see me?
Yeah, so how you left him out?
If you know my year, some left off his name off of the list, boy. Me
I'm gonna hear now. Trust me, my ear.
Yo, Gary, you have to send Minto the video.
What's that?
Yeah, man, definitely. Well, I say I'm gonna hear, so I make sure I big him up.
Yeah, Bobby Pollack definitely helped me out a lot. You see me? Because when him see like, when I was in a lower upper six, and him here say, yo, I was able to I was getting the opportunity for go overseas, and definitely take me up on them wing and help me out, you see me? And you know, show me different things in the basketball. We used to work out. I used to work out with him and everything, and him like really helped me to make the transition from Jamaica to the States, because certain things, like remember the first practice, the workout when me and him go with him, I was late. And him show me, yo, say, yo, that not gonna work if you're going to the when you're in the States, you see me? So them little thing that really helped me to be prepared once I reach to the States.
True, definitely.
And him show me the whatever different fundamentals of the game and everything. Because you know, in Jamaica we're talent raw. You see me? So definitely we need to develop the talent and everything. So him definitely show me a lot of things to make that transition.
Okay, yo, as I said before, Ricardo Alliman, Lods is here. What are your favorite memories at 61 Reddy's Road? Lods asked a question, I put you up on the spot.
Coach Lods, yeah man, Lods Labaka. Definitely great memories coming out of, you know, Reddy's Road, 61 Reddy's Road, Calabar High School. It would definitely have to be the year when my upper six year, when Lods was the coach and we went through the whole season, barely losing a game. I think he lost probably one game the whole year. You know, so we were Southern Conference champions and All Island champions in the same year. So that's definitely probably like my best memory.
Okay, cool. All right then. So Willie, we are close out and we're showing my workout and all these things, but let's give the viewers them even a short clips of some highlights in our game. So here's Ricardo Alliman at work. Thanks again, Ricardo Alliman, for a wonderful interview. It was a privilege having you on set. Any shout out before you go? Give your Instagram, anything, so persons can keep in contact with you. As I said before, viewers, don't call them and ask them on foolishness. Ask them about things that are important and share. You get what I'm saying? So.
Oh, see that?
Them go way back.
Back in the days. Yeah, and I think that was we win the
see man, I say and go for them one. And I think this are down when Minto did carry the team, but on it. Yeah, man.
Yeah. The summer bounce.
Yeah, that was a good. Yo, we need Minto. What man?
We need
no more. Yeah, what more?
Is it a COVID that go on, will you see that?
No, man, but how much years ago this? Come on, man, Minto. We need one more, man. This should be an annual thing.
Okay.
Every summer.
Alright, man, any shout out?
One thing before we close out, say what I really want to touch on, based on the previous interviews over here, you know, a lot of people talk, you know, bad about Ajani and this and that. I mean, what may I say, from my experience, from based on a player's perspective, I mean, a lot of people talk bad or whatever, but from my experience as a player who come back since to playing at the CBC in 2009 all the way up to like 2013, that was probably like few of the best years of from a player's perspective. You see what I say? In terms of like from management come down to the players and the way the players are treated, the conditions and everything. Because when we came to play for the national team and prepare for the competitions, we were treated well. We stayed in like good conditions for be able to prepare for the championships. You see me? So when we played in 2009 for the CBC championship, we definitely we had a good probably a month of work coming up, and then for Central Basket in 2012 same. And then 2013, we never able to play in Venezuela in a tournament of the Americas. But from 2012, Jamaica, we never made it that far. So when we qualified for the tournament of the Americas in 2012, we actually made history, in Jamaican basketball. So that's definitely a big thing. I have to give credit where credit is due. I don't know what's going on the Jamaican side, but definitely you have to give credit where credit is due. So Ajani, big up for that, isn't it?
Cool. And as I normally say, Willie and Goofy, when you say somebody do all bad, remember to always mention the good them do also, because someone does totally bad, so it's good that you shout out and you make that step. I think that's maybe really surprisingly that maybe might be the first good thing we hear about Ajani and set from the interview start. So Alliman, you keep on do your thing and a set trend.
Man, keep it real, brother.
Keep it real and done. Yeah.
And by the way, Michael means to say soon, so we'll be having that team again.
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing the Jamaica basketball project coming up. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's gonna evolve. So that's definitely exciting. So hopefully we have a great future ahead of us.
Yeah, man, definitely shout out to Rick Turner. He's now at the steering wheel in regards to that movement to Paris 24. Ruan Robinson, Stumbo, Sully. So let's see. A matter of fact, Goofy, Willie, because the whole family push make the movement. So we're not going to segregate that all.
Everybody,
This part is just as important to you, isn't it?
Yes, almost. Okay then. All right then, big up again, Ricardo.
I don't want to leave any questions unanswered.
So some questions are there.
Just a real quick one. Would you come back and play for the national team if invited? Definitely.
I'll come back and try and make the team, because you don't know nothing given, everything earned, So I would definitely love the opportunity to come back and try out for the team and see if we can make it.
All right. Yeah, that's more.
Okay. All right then. Big up yourself again, Ricardo. I don't know if you're going to cook some rice and peas and ask Steele or you do it. You still have the Jamaica chef in going down. We don't know what go on, but never left.
I still get you all these years overseas.
Cool. Run boat over there. There's something I tell them about the boat thing.
What that?
Run boat.
Yeah, man. Both of run.
Yo, Americans are person looking at say, what am I talk about? Just link at Jamaica and let me tell you what is about. All right, so interviews going in the big up. Big up yourself, all the viewers. Thanks for tuning in. Always fun to sit down and just talk about basketball.
Safe, brother, in one terrible situation in terms of it. Round you more than we kind of blessed being in the island. So walk good, brother. Stay safe. Wish you all the best for your journey.
Okay, Willard.
Yeah, man. Well,
appreciate it.
No problem. Privilege.
Everybody. Happy Sunday.